10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, Mr. Bkan and Miss Sheila. When we do observation in your account statement by your previous account executive, we noticed that your account statement of automobile workshop is not complete and missing something. Okay, the first thing that you not have in your previous account statement is adjusting adjusting journal account. Okay, adjusting entry is important part of account cycle and are made at the end of accounting period. Okay, they are used to update revenue and expenses account to make sure that expenses are matched to the account period. Next, account adjusting entry are accounting journal entry that convert a company accounting record to accurate basic of accounting, and adjusting journal entry is typical made of prior to issuing a company financial statement. For automobile workshop adjusting entry, we organize that depreciation, which is 10% on loading, 8% on equipment. For employee wages, accrued at 200, and for supply expenses is 400. Meanwhile, for utilities expenses is also 400, and insurance prepaid is 100.
Next, after the adjusting entries are posted, Mr. Bkan need to prepare adjusted trial balance. The adjusted trial balance verifies the equality of the total debit and credit balance before the financial statement are prepared. If the trial balance does not balance, an error has been occurred. Error may occur even though the adjusted trial balance totals agree. For example, if an adjusted entry were omitted, the adjusted trial balance total will agree. First of all, Mr. Bkan need to prepare unadjusted trial balance. Unadjusted trial balance of automobile workshop Sdn Bhd have an equal total balance, which is 425,000 ringgit. Next, Mr. Bkan need to do an adjustment. The total are 251,030 ringgit. The total of the adjustment columns verify that the total of debit equal the total credit for the adjusting entries. And for the adjusted trial balance, the total balance are equal, which is 448,230 ringgit. So the totals of the adjusted trial balance column verify that the total of the debit and credit balance are equal after adjustment.
A very good afternoon to my lecturer, Encik Sazali bin Saad, and all my fellow friends. So now I will present about the statement of profit and loss. The importance of statement of profit and loss is to summarize the revenue, the costs and expenses incurred during a specific period. The statement of profit and loss is also known as the income statement. It is used to provide information about a company's ability or inability to generate profit by increasing their revenue, reducing their costs, or both. It begins with an entry for revenue, which is known as the top line, and subtract the cost of doing the business. Finally, we will reach the bottom line, which is the net income or net loss. Basically, companies will use their profit and loss table to attract their capital source. This is because it can provide important information for a potential investor to see the firm as a worthwhile investment if they are able to show the capability to earn a profit on their profit and loss table. By referring to statement profit and loss of automobile workshops in Sdn Bhd, we get to know that they are able to generate a service revenue of total 215,000 ringgit Malaysia, and after subtracting the expenses such as the administrative expenses, which include the depreciation of building, the depreciation of workshop equipment, wages expenses, and utility expenses, we will get the income from operation, which is 91,770 ringgit. Then we will subtract with other expenses, and finally we will get the net income for the automobile workshop, which is 89,670 ringgit Malaysia. So in conclusion, we can know that a proper set of statement of profit and loss is important for Mr. Bkan and Mrs. Sheila to manage their workshop more efficiently. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Statement of change in equity is a detail of the change in owner equity over a period. It is also to provide investor with the useful information on how the capital of fund of an entity is utilized and used. Like how to know the balance of the year that Mr. Bkan left, we should use statement of change in equity start with balance at the beginning of the years. Since it shows the movement of equity that and accumulate earning and loss, the investor can depict where the company equity came from and where did it go. Like the company Mr. Bkan, which is automobile workshop Sendirian Berhad. Next is equity increase with the injection of share capital into the company and with profit earned over a period. Of course, a company owner want it to be successful and provide equity investor a good return on their investment, but without required payments or interest charge as is the case with debt finances. So we should use the statement of the owner equity. So the owner of statement of equity is necessary.
Statement of financial position is another term for the balance sheet. The statement lists the assets, liabilities, and equity of an organization as of the report date. The information on the statement of financial position can be used for a number of financial analyses, such as comparing debt to equity or comparing current asset to current liabilities. It is one of the financial statements and so is commonly presented alongside the income statement and statement of cash flows. The format of financial position is asset equals to liabilities plus equities. The function of a statement of financial statement position is to give a true and fair view of the state of affairs of the company at particular date. The company of Mr. Bkan requires the directors to make out and lay out before the company at its annual general meeting with a balance sheet as the date at which of the profit and loss account is made up. The items in the balance sheets are normally disclosed under the several main hiddenly, namely as non-current assets, current assets, current liabilities, non-current liabilities, and shareholders or owner equity. So based on the report that I have do for statement financial position for Mr. Bkan, the sum of non-current assets and current assets are total is 270,000, while the sum of non-current asset, liabilities, current liabilities, and owner equity recorded as total asset 302,070 ringgit, and this is clearly shows that the financial statement position of Mr. Bkan on 31 December 2019 are balance sheets.
So, we hope that Mr. Bkan and Miss Sheila will follow the instruction that we have given regarding on adjusting entries and the 3 important financial statements to make sure the automobile workshop Sendirian Berhad runs in a good condition. So, that's all from all of us. Thank you.